Welcome to this DaVinci Resolve Fusion node breakdown. Today's node is the Resize node. And we're going to jump into Fusion and get into the node. So I know one of the most confusing things when you first start out with Fusion or DaVinci Resolve, anytime you're putting in different size media, trying to get everything to fit. For example, if say we've got our timeline resolution set at 3840, 2160. And we bring in, say, some media. And I'm just going to grab one that I think is 1920 by 1080. And let's bring in a merge node. And let's double check and see what that is. Yep, 1920 by 1080. And what footage is this? Okay. And we want to bring in other footage that we know is our 4K footage or the size of our timeline. We bring it in and you can see our footage is the wrong size. And I know this is confusing. A lot of people just want to grab a transform and transform that up and try to figure it out. But if we grab a resize node, so hit shift space resize, this resize node just by default is going to set itself up as our timeline. So we've got 3840 by 2160. If we had our timeline set up to 1920 by 1080, this would be 1920 by 1080. And just by default, that's what it does, is it follows the timeline setting. So as soon as we pop this into our 1920 by 1080 footage, you can see it automatically just resized our footage to our 3840 by 2160, including our background image that was 1920 by 1080. So that's what this is good for. And it goes the other way as well. So let's remove this. Let's say our timeline footage was our actual footage. So we've got our correct timeline footage in there. And we bring our new media in. And it's that 1920 by 1080. Instead of using a transform node to figure it all out, all we have to do is grab a resize node, pop it on there, and it automatically resizes to our timeline. Now within the node itself, you can change your width and your height of this footage, but notice it is changing that aspect ratio as well. We can hit auto resolution if we changed it and we need to resize it. If we click this auto resolution, it's going to automatically resize to our timeline settings. You've got a reset in case we mess something up. We can keep frame aspect. That way, if we resize it, it's going to keep the aspect ratio of that original footage. And right here for our filter methods, we've got only use filter in high Q, which means down the line, it's only going to use these filters when we're rendering out in high Q. We have change pixel aspect ratio, so we can change our aspect ratio of our pixels. And as long as we have that keep frame aspect, it's going to keep that frame aspect. But if we uncheck this, you can stretch it out and do whatever you want. And then down here we have our actual filter methods. When we're using that high Q, just like we went over the other day, they're all the same filter methods. So pick and choose which one looks the best. And that is the resize node. Just as a reminder, any of these resize nodes, there is a button so you can automate it. Well, you can just about automate or animate anything within Fusion. But I would highly suggest not animating anything because this is actually changing your resolution. So anytime you're actually changing the resolution of your image, not the size, changing the actual resolution, I would not ever animate this. If you want to animate size, I would use the transform node. So that is the resize node. I will see you in the next node breakdown.